He was my professor. But I was his temptation. I still remember the first time I saw him. Professor Blake Harrison. Late 30s. Tall, built like a man who knew what control meant, in the classroom and outside it. Every girl in our psychology department whispered about him. Some stared. But me? I watched. And he noticed. Our eyes met on my first day, and something lingered a second too long. He didn't smile. Just looked. Like he could already read what I was trying to hide. "You'll be a distraction," he once muttered to me after class, not looking up from his notes. He had no idea. I planned to be more than that. 3 weeks into the semester, I showed up at his office. No appointment. Just curiosity, and maybe a little mischief. He raised a brow. "Miss Carter. You need something?" I sat down slowly, crossing my legs. "I just wanted to talk about my grade." He leaned back. "You have an A." "There's nothing to talk about." I tilted my head. I was hoping, maybe we could go deeper. The silence in the room thickened. His eyes dropped, not to my lips, but lower. His jaw clenched. Then he stood up and walked to the door, and locked it. "You know this is wrong." I smiled. "You haven't stopped me yet." It didn't happen fast. It never does when the desire burns slow. It started with stolen glances. The way his hand brushed mine when handing papers. How his eyes lingered on my lips during lectures. One evening, I stayed after class again. Everyone was gone. He walked past me, whispering near my ear, "You're making this difficult." I turned, barely a breath between us. "I want to be your hardest lesson." And then, finally, he kissed me. Hard. Deep. Like he'd been holding it back for weeks. That night, everything changed. It became our secret. Midnight drives. His apartment lights glowing dim. My textbooks in my bag, and nothing underneath my coat. I was no longer just his student. I was his weakness. His hands were always firm. Like he was afraid to lose control. But the moment I looked into his eyes, he unraveled. We crossed lines. We blurred every boundary. And every time I left his apartment, my lips swollen from his kiss, I told myself, "This is just for now." But I didn't believe it. One night, I walked in unannounced. She was there. A colleague. Blonde. Sophisticated. Laughing on his couch. I didn't say a word. I turned and walked away. He chased after me. "Wait. She's just a guest." I turned. "So am I, right?" He grabbed my hand, pulled me close. "No. You're the one I can't think straight around. You're not just a guest, you're the one who ruined me." And then he kissed me again, right there in the hallway, like he was afraid I'd disappear. Final week of the semester. I submitted my paper, then stayed behind after class. Everyone had left. I walked to his desk, leaned in, and whispered, "So, Professor, did I pass?" He stood, his hand sliding around my waist. "No. You're still making mistakes." I bit my lip. "Then maybe I need extra attention." He kissed me, slowly this time. No rush. No fear. Just desire. And that night, he didn't hold back. Semester ended. Grades were in. The affair? Supposed to end too. But neither of us could walk away. He texted me late that night. "Come over." When I arrived, he looked tired, but his eyes still burned for me. We didn't talk. We just touched, kissed, breathed. Like we knew it would be the last time. As the sun rose, I sat up to leave. He pulled me back. "Stay. 1 more hour." And I did. A year passed. I graduated. Moved to another city. We didn't speak again until I returned for a guest seminar. He walked into the hall as I was preparing my notes. Still handsome. Still serious. But when he saw me, he smiled. "Miss Carter. You're still trouble." I smirked. "And you're still tempted."